Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got Kitty, we got Floofy, we got Lux, we got that one mod that used to show up sometimes and do some things and say some stuff. What was their name? Oh yeah, Rogue. Rogue's here. Um, Welcome in, everybody. We are on session 10 of uh, Dungeons and Dragons: Tales of the Crimson Keep. So, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on into the Discord call, and Crimson should be able to start doing the recap, so we don't have to spend a whole lot of time doing that. So anyway, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Happy Saturday to everybody. Hope you're all doing really well. So give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Map.
Oh, hello there.
Why, hello there. Holy cow. Hold on. All right. I can definitely hear Celeste's stream in the background of your mic.
Yeah, I have the filter turned off, but I have exited out of there.
Okay. All right. It also
Yes.
your gain is turned way up.
You mean Suncraft?
What?
You mean the soundbot?
No. I mean like your mic sensitivity.
Here. Let's.
Yes, Rogue, it was personal, but that's okay. It's because I love you anyway.
Alright, so I have it set on standard right now.
Okay, all right. Well, I can turn you down manually. It's fine.
I can just turn up the input sensitivity. Test. Turn up a little bit more. Test. There we go. Okay. I turned it up a little bit midway.
All right. No worries. I've got it covered. So, all right. I am going to go ahead and get the game brought up. And then if you want to go ahead and start doing recap for all the viewers, then that's fine. And then we don't have to wait. Then we don't have to use game time doing that.
Go ahead and start right there. Boom.
Oh man, it signed me out of Roll20. Hold on.
See, I don't know if Celeste is going to be joining us because they just ended their tournament. She had her 24-hour stream yesterday.
Well, what'd she do that for?
I don't know, but now she could get a pew pew.
Neat.
Yes, that was one of her goals. Now she could get pew pew. So hopefully we should have. Let's see. No, Saran's not going to be able to make it. He's got a birthday party. So Caldas is going to make it, I think.
So then that would mean that we're short 2 people.
Correct. Like I said in the announcement last time, I'm foregoing rule of 2 just this once.
Right.
So we can actually get through this dungeon.
Okay. All right. And then you said Saren's not going to be here either?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Seen it done before, like in my Best Buddies campaign, where if the non-combat area, which this area has been disabled thanks to the efforts with Grilla and actually finding Grilla. Otherwise, if Grilla had never been found, Rule of 2 would definitely still stand. But
Gotcha.
this whole area has been disabled. Like no matter where you go, you're going to find things snoozing.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yes. Well, not everything, but you'll find out.
Yo.
All right, so regaling. Wait, is Kitty gonna be joining us?
Yeah, she'll be here. She's on her way.
Cool, cool. So, I'm going to regale the adventure log.
Yep.
As we wait. So, session the 9th. To Demise, Part 5. After waking from their midday snooze, everyone awakens to the sound of hustle and bustle from outside the ancient structure
That's
they
awesome,
piled
Floofy.
into after fighting off a small force of skeletons. Some talk amongst one another. Some choose to pray and prepare for the more daunting task of the dungeon ahead, Redjaw's inner sanctum. They had sent Grilla in with mushrooms gathered from the last chamber and had not heard anything since, which was causing a rise in concern from a certain goblin, aka Gobbo. Hearing the grumbling from inside, one by one the party poured out as a small ranger made his thoughts come aloud in conversation with Bood. After some consideration given, the party had awakened just a few hours shy of the returning shift of patrols, or so they were made aware. With no time to spare, they decided to check up on their newfound and silent friend to see if theirs and her efforts had been in vain or not. With the turning of the key, the doors opened to a deep descent of stone stairs. At the bottom, a torch is not even necessary, as rows of sconces meet them in the hall below, as well as a litany of statues, and upon investigating them, Aldean sneezes, revealing the lithographs below with more draconic verbiage. Vetus, on the other hand, manages to spot an open alcove without a statue. More so.
Thanks for the stretch, Floofy.
On the open wall is a button that opens a secret passage leading to a higher floor and only big enough room to travel through for one person at a time. Using the small hallway, Caldez and Gobbo split the party one way while the rest entered the central chamber filled with a slew of snoring goblins. As it became clear the mushrooms worked a little too well, the larger group began to explore the open chamber. Meanwhile, the smaller of the two discovered the entrance to the prison block. Before they went inside, Caldez took his dagger he had at his side and began to dispatch the sleeping minions before him and got carried away elsewhere in the chamber while doing so. Vetus and Gobbo then descended on the prison where they saw the signs of gruesome treatment of those held captive scattered about and even from the shadows down the hall and around the corner from them. It sounded like a guard was bossing an inmate around the corner, causing the paladin to spring into action. On the other side of the underground hideout, the others were looking around for signs of anyone who didn't partake of the mushrooms took with her, except for the wizard, who could have been confused for a Ballist by his behavior, as he tiptoed around with the blade in hand. Fate found a library sealed by a hefty lock. They also found the chambers for all of Redjaw's command locked up tightly. Upon one of the slumbering goblins, they discovered a set of keys with a note written to him of which hall they were used for: smithy, inspector, and brewer. They took these keys and one by one used them to open doors. Door number 1 contained Sean the half-orc smith, who was wiping sweat from his brow as he continued to forge another piece of armor for the warband. He was tired and dazed delight. He was freed by Aldean as he smashed the metal bolt hook holding his chains to the ground. Thinking the lot, he told them of others being used for forced labor as he ran out to the water stream outside his former prison. Behind door number 2, the party discovered a dwarf by the name of Kargan Steelshaper, a man who worked with the Order of the Gauntlet, and knew a thing or two about an ancient mastersmith named Durgeddon the Black, giving them a recommendation letter from his gear to the Order of the Gauntlet. Behind the third and final door was a squat little man named Pepin Rootbrewer, quick in manner of speech and weary as the party entered in as he failed to properly mix a potion. They discovered he was captured by the warband while at the edge of the woods looking for alchemical supplies for the Emerald Enclave. Upon freeing him, the party had the options of him using his supplies to make either of 3 potions: healing potions, 2 potions of force resistance, or 1 potion of heroism, and they chose the latter. After finding some of the last few captives remaining, Valdez makes his way over to the prison, passing by a hall that led to a new room where he caught a glimpse of what looked like Grilla playing cards with 2 orcs. Back in the prison, a set of keys is found for every cell on the Ashen Drow. That was clobbered by Gavitas earlier. The ring is given to Gobbo for him to free all he can, including a tall elven man draped in leaves. Gavitas found out was a bodyguard for some potion maker named Pepin Rootbrewer. After giving him a mace, the two then turned to a door leading down another narrow hallway. Gobbo, after racing around and unlocking every door, unlocks one of the solo cells, letting another elven man out. This man, whom Gobbo jumped on with glee, was High Elder Theric, husband of Lady Ellenven and leader of the elves.
You know what? That's
Thanked
fair.
the lot for setting
I
him
should have
free
thought
in the
that
midst
through.
of their brief debriefing. He mentioned of one high-profile prisoner being dragged into the interrogation chamber earlier that morning and was still in there. Making the door a most arduous task for any adventurer, they found the door to be open, and as they slowly pushed it in, the sounds of pained yelling reached their ears and masked their entry. Inside, they saw a robed drow applying shocking grasp to the iron rack his prisoner was on. Once the yelling stopped, the drow heard footfalls into the room and assumed it was friendly, only to be smacked to the side by a flail. The room, for the first time in a while, had fallen silent, and so did the man who was being electrocuted, for lack of better expression. He politely asked the three before him if they could help him up, and they found the means to unlock the restraints from their now unconscious drow buddy. After thanking those around him for the save, he revealed himself to be Gale Decarios, also known as Gale of Waterdeep. The very same wizard who helped the hero of Baldur's Gate in his quest against the Absolute 1 year ago, and the man Caldez was looking for. Was not even focused on him, rather, the knife in his hand. Cool. Join in a few minutes. Okay. Gale then let's see. Caldez was looking for and was not even focused on him, rather the knife in his hand and the unconscious drow. Gale then mentioned Mistra would send a group of warriors his way to aid him in his quest to acquire the shards of a powerful artifact, and got the confirmation he needed when he mentioned of the tokens sent to each of them, minus the wizard next to them who
Hi,
fought with the
Spirited.
paladin
Welcome in.
and won, blowing a raspberry as he introduced their buddy to
I was
Lolth.
telling Spirited hi.
Gale then asks if he was a ballist. By the way, he acted and received a solid no. Huzzah! The party has found Gale, as well as several of the last missing people from the raid on New Corridale and the village of the elves prior to that. The question is, what lay ahead? Will the party discover what is hidden still in the confines of the dungeon? How will they get past the barrier fate discovered? What is what is Grilla, or may not be Grilla, doing playing cards with orcs? We can only find out in Section 10.
Bum, bum, bum. Also,
Oh, there's that kills people.
On the soundboard, but I had to plug it into the soundboard. I had
yeah.
to.
Yeah, I understand.
I feel like we're going to be using that frequently.
Probably. Oh, Spirited, I'm so sorry. Okay, so we're just waiting on, I guess, Caldez to join the call, and maybe Celeste if she feels up to it.
Possibly. I don't know if she would hear. Here, I'm pinging people. When they hear something. Let's see here. Let me mute real quick and try and go and stream here. Oh, it stopped streaming, I think. I don't know what's going on. We try a direct message. Yep, he's typing.
Hooray! Yeah, for real, Mecha.
Typing. Typing. He seemed pretty motivated to do so. Come on.
Ahoy!
Who dat? Welcome in, Agnar.
Ahoy!
You guys hear me?
Yes, now we
Now we
can.
I was well confused. Like, why is my Discord lighting
I
up?
was like, when did Agnar become a small anime girl?
wait.
Because I said, oh hey, what's up, Agnar, and then it played your entrance sound again.
Oh. Nah, for some reason I wasn't picking my mic, but I just had to rejoin.
I had the same thing happen to me. I had to like unplug and replug my mic.
These
so,
darn Windows updates are killing me.
Yeah, they're
I
not
I was
fun.
forced to update like a couple weeks back, and it completely messed up like all of my my OBS audio settings.
Mm-hmm.
Mine too. Crazy.
Of course, I found out right as 5 minutes before I was supposed to be going live for a stream.
Yep, that's the way it goes.
Yep.
Oh,
What's up?
may I have some cream soda real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Be right back, chat.
You know, we gotta be able to hydrate and stuff, you know. I have the cup. So, how are you guys doing?
Pretty
Soda is underrated.
well, pretty well.
Good,
I'm
good.
doing good. Oh, also I have to be gone by like 5:55. I have to go take my car to get repaired.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello, hello?
hello.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta do this.
Old airs that kills people.
There we go. Welcome in.
Every
Alrighty,
sound on the soundboard.
Alright, let
Welcome
me.
in.
What's it called again? Roll 20? No, what are
Yes. Yes. Roll 20.
we doing?
Roll 20.
Thank you, boo.
Yeah, I have to log in.
Pineapple soda. I haven't tried pineapple soda. That sounds
What was
good.
I gonna do? I don't remember now.
Looking at everybody's positions, Aldian, you were over here in the corner.
Bro, I can't even see
Reveal.
anything.
Oh, wait, was I logged in with Discord? Bro, I don't even freaking remember.
Should be like your email. Okay, now I can start seeing things. Okay, alright.
Oh,
Wait.
I don't know if seeing
Bottom,
things is
very
good.
bottom corner.
Maybe? Hold on. Why is it... It zoomed out real far.
This
Hold on.
is, you guys should be in the jump gate version.
Wait, hold on. Did I do something technically correct and you did this time?
What do you mean jump gate version?
So there was the
It
old
should- it
legacy
should really be,
version,
yeah.
and then there's the jump gate version that was right next to it. It had a little green sign on it.
It shows you in IC.
I think you're just blind because you don't.
No,
have
I'm
dark
on the
vision.
jump gate version. And no,
Yeah,
it was just it was zoomed out really far and I was at a black spot on the
Welcome
map.
in, Ferric.
I'm not able to log in for some reason.
That's no good.
Let me just double check and see if I was logged in with Discord.
I'm just gonna.
Might have
put
been,
some
because I know the
cool-
the integration that they've allowed with it.
Put some cool emotes
Well, I'm
in chat because
authorizing
I
it,
did
but
it
it doesn't seem
correctly.
like I
Woohoo!
was. Yeah, okay.
See, Spirit,
So-
I have trouble mathing because math.
Proceeding forth.
I'm not ready yet, even. I'm not even logging it. I can't log in. Hang on, I have to reset my password.
Okay. Yo, welcome in, Ferric.
If I'm even gonna
hair
get the
hair tool?
email, come on.
Ferric hair tool? I like it. Welcome in. Welcome. we only just now got started, so you're at the perfect time. Like a wizard.
Why is it not working? It's not sending me. Did I use the wrong email? Maybe. Let me try this.
Also, Kitty, your cat decided to use me as a pincushion this morning. Yeah. Yeah. She leapt from the top of the chair down, missed, and went like that onto my side. It's fine. No worries. It's all good. I'm sorry.
Go. Alright. Were we
Hang on
last?
just a second, but I mean, I suppose you can start. I'm just trying to get everything. I just was trying to also get my stream set up. It's for some reason glitching out, so that's what I was trying to fix right quick. Just give me 1 second.
No worries. Oh, that's not coming through. No worries, dude. Take your time. Yes.
So I think. Let's see. So Agnar and Amelia were almost there. Let's see. You're passing on the upper walkway by dining hall. Let's see. Eight's over here by the library. And I think, Aldian, you were right next to her, but moved over here so we could see grand reveal of this particular individual.
I'm not seeing Fate's token.
Yeah. It's because you're in the room.
That's right.
You're in the separate.
Okay.
Yeah, in the separate room, and
Gotcha.
everything's cut off by borders.
Yeah.
We can't really hear her.
I'm sorry. I was. Are they above or below me? Sorry, I've been having trouble with my mic all morning.
Wait, who above?
Everybody else. Like, I'm just trying to find
Everybody-
everybody else just so I
Everybody
can
else is in
see.
the bottom left corner of the map. Let me ping it. Hang on. Over this way. Yep, you're almost there. Almost there. Yep, that's the door. There we go.
Oh, okay. Oh, how come we ended up there? We were up at the top fighting the people, and then we were gonna open the library door.
Yeah, because Gail's down here in this room.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
the party was split. Caldes and Gavitas and Gabo were down here, and everybody was mulling about pretty much.
I was with you, dear, but I came down here because I'm streaming and I was allowing everybody to see what was going on with Gail.
okay, that's what I was wondering. Because I knew that we had talked about opening that door.
Yeah.
Last time, but okay, we can pick it up from here. That's
All
fine.
right. Ready to go.
All right, so as the others enter into the room, you notice several people, including Gabo. He's shaking hands with what appears to be a taller elven man in tattered but royal-looking regalia, as well as a couple of plain-looking guards. And shaking hands and whatnot, Gabo greets you as you walk right by. And as you walk into the room, you see Caldes kneeling right next to a now dead drow. And this man with shoulder-length brown hair and a nice beard and everything, and wizard-looking robes, standing before you, right next to Gavitas and the rest of you. And he looks out to the rest of the group and he goes, "Well, assuming that these are the rest of your friends that you were mentioning about.
Almost all of them.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Gale Decarios, but you can refer to me as Gale of Waterdeep.
A pleasure to meet you, Gale.
And thank you. Thank you for helping me out.
Well, that's quite a coincidence, because you're the one who I've been looking for.
Really? He says as he looks you up and down, he's like, for what particular reason? It wouldn't be for that knife, now would it?
Oh, please no.
No, not at all. Actually, I was looking for you to ask you a question.
Well, you have my attention.
I was wondering if you'd probably be able to, perhaps, how do I put this? You're a fairly competent mage, you would say, right?
I would say yes, correct.
Would you be a competent teacher too?
And second. I'm gonna have Gale roll an insight check. Just because he sees you kind of like bathed in the blood of your enemies, he's a little bit concerned. So he's going to see here. An insight check to see what's going on. That is Gale's roll right there. Just gonna roll with the 19. So I assume with the 19 he's able to determine that what you're saying is sincere and true.
Oh, yeah.
The 19, as he says, yes, I mean, I don't really have a school myself. I would consider it to be a great opportunity to take on a student. After I complete this quest. Not this one specifically here in this particular area, but when I acquire all the shards of the Crown of Karsus.
And what might that be?
And Gale scratches the back of his head and goes, how familiar are you with the attack that happened on Baldur's Gate a year ago?
I guess, should I do a history check, or should I, like, how it... Yes, okay, let me...
Anybody within close proximity may be curious, you could roll a history check.
Yeah, that's good.
But I know what
nothing about
happened.
it. I have no idea.
I don't know what happened.
With a 12, and it'd be common knowledge on the Sword Coast, fairly common knowledge. So I'd say a 10 or more. Daggum.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Caldes with his
I
close
wasn't even
proximity.
that. Wow.
Caldes with his close proximity with the 24, he would almost ad verbatim be able to recall the article that he read from one of the letters that's distributed from Baldur's Gate. Almost ad verbatim what happened.
Alright, well, that's what he does. He does that, replying to him. Basically, he's just gonna, after he asks what happened in Baldur's Gate, he's just gonna start literally explaining the entire thing to him.
I love that, actually.
Like Gale's like fully aware because he was there and everything like that. It's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, I was there.
Listen, it's like dinner theater. You're listening to a recitation.
Right.
I cannot actually roleplay that, as I don't know what happened to Baldur's Gate. I don't know anything about the game.
Same
So,
here.
Giant squid-faced people stole people to
Yes.
make members of the cult of the Absolute.
Yeah, but that happened in like the beginning. I don't know
That's
about
the attack on
end.
Baldur's Gate.
I'm only like halfway through.
That's the
Yeah, but-
attack on Baldur's Gate, though.
But is that not the end? Wasn't there
Mm-mm.
another like a big
Gale,
battle at the end?
yes, there was a big battle at the end, and
See?
Gale would elaborate on that and say, well, there was this. At first, it was an elder brain. But with the power of the Crown of Karsus, it became another brain. Something else entirely. The Dead Three, or at least the representatives of the Dead Three, Gortash of Baldur's Gate, Lord Enver Gortash, Orin, Bloody, who was a granddaughter of Serevok, the man who plagued Baldur's Gate so many years ago. is now dead thanks to the hero of the gate, as well as yours truly, as well as General Kethric Thorn. And thought to be dead, long dead, brought back to life by Merkel. Yes.
So what's your point in getting this crown?
Point in getting this crown is this. Crown is one of the most powerful arcanic artifacts ever created by man. Arceus, last emperor of the Netherese Empire, used this crown in such a way, as well as a spell that he created, in order to usurp just a small fraction of time Mystra's own power, become a god.
That's cool, no, but I meant like, why do you want it?
And he kind of just face palms a little bit.
Are you
don't know
saying
how
you
to-
want to be able to control time, just for a little bit?
And Gale, he comes for a moment and goes, at one point in time, before I met the hero, I wanted to use the crown for myself. I wanted to use it to surpass Mystra, not to simply appease her, but show her that I'm her equal.
Kitty is discussing with me the prospect of wanting to just randomly
Taught me
stab
otherwise.
Gale.
I was seeking delusions of grandeur and seeing what the crown was
No,
used
you cannot
for,
just stab
which should
Gale.
be in any individual's hands.
So are you
fact that it's-
searching to destroy it?
And Gale says,
Take them while he's sleeping. Don't stab the man to get his robes.
Gale says, no, I'm seeking to return it to Mystra's care.
Kaldez killed
where it
evil
was, where
goblins.
somehow it was taken from a very plane of existence.
Neither do I, but you don't see me stabbed him.
I'm assuming Mystra is a god.
Correct. She is the literal goddess
Good.
of all magic and is able to. She's the one who maintains the weave.
Okay, so basically, it was her fault.
No,
For like the didn't you like the entire the latest she got her power taken, right, for the, what was it called, the spell plague?
yes, that was.
So
Thank-
Gale is still hung up on his ex, basically. Is that the like the
No.
what
He,
he's? Oh, okay.
Gale's referring to is that he and Mystra were in conversation about what to do about the crown in the
Oh,
first place.
conversation. Oh, okay.
Yes. They were in a conversation. Personally, Gale wanted to keep it to study, but Mystra wanted to destroy it because Karsus had used it at one point in time to try and usurp her. And if anybody else were to try and get the crown in their possession somehow, they could probably do the same thing. And if they were to find a way to even succeed past what Karsus did, they could potentially kill her. Permanence.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Which is essentially what Karsus tried to do. And actually somewhat succeeded. So, that being said, Gale says, we have to gather all the shards, specifically
All the Dragon Balls.
gather all the shards of the crown of Karsus. Now, I'd be grateful, since you lot appear to be the only ones that responded to the call, were able to get here in the first place, as Mystra foretold.
How grateful.
That's interesting. I didn't realize there was a call. I came here specifically for you.
There's a reason for everything, or so I found out.
So you say.
There is no circumstance, there is only providence.
Well, I mean, it seems that I'll be able to try to help you find your crown shards then.
Then Gale takes a moment to pause, and he looks over Gavitas' shoulder and sees Agnar standing over here. Oh, hello there. Who are you?
Oh, I'm with the squad.
The squad. Listening.
Yep.
Yo, squatter.
He's one of the ride or dies. Yeah.
Yeah, I do ride or die with these peeps.
Interesting. Nice to meet you as well.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Don't worry, I'm a little bit shy from people, so that's why I always stand a bit further back than everyone else.
See.
Where's Celeste's
little-
character?
Seems a little suspicious.
Where is she
to
right
me.
now? So
Yeah.
as she was traveling with Agnar, she happened to catch a glimpse of Grilla in this section.
Oh,
It cut
you
out.
Cut out.
You're cutting
I
out.
did not hear you.
I'm gonna have to kiss the mic right now. Okay. So she, while passing by a particular hallway, managed to spot Grilla sitting at a table with a couple of orcs playing a
Right
game
on,
of
Aether.
cards.
Oh, I wanted to check on Grilla. I didn't know about that.
Yes. So she's elsewhere right now, having a nice conversation with them.
Is
while you
Grilla
guys
okay?
are here. You'll have to see.
Oh, okay.
But if she's not here to
Nervous.
roleplay the conversation, how are we going to handle that?
So,
I'll have to go find her, I guess, and talk to Grilla
So-
myself.
to help with that, I'll need everybody to make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, wait, I never
Perception
opened up my
check.
character.
Yes, perception check. Not a super
Come
high
on.
roll.
Oh, no.
But, oh my gosh. So, Agnar, where
Alright,
you're
how do I
standing,
get rid of the rolly dice now? Because they have failed me.
yeah, with Agnar, with the 19, you'd be able to notice a growling or
I don't know.
grumbling noise coming from Gale.
It's going to be in the settings tab.
And he's not exactly speaking either. So this isn't coming from his voice. This is coming from somewhere else.
Would I have noticed with my 16?
16, yes. So both of you would be able to notice this grumbling noise coming from, and he goes, "Well, oh goodness,
Are you hungry?
just a little bit." And I noted that there was a nice smell coming from down the hallway when they were dragging me in earlier this morning.
Don't eat the mushrooms.
Well,
What
where
the-
might that be? You can show us the way. I'd be fine for some food.
Yes, but first, hold on just a moment. And he says as he actually,
What's your nail polish? I was
brothers, are
like,
you still
why am I
kneeling
smelling-
right beside the dead drow?
No, I would have stood up. Sorry, I
I
apologize.
said, oh, it's your nail polish. I was like, what am I
And
smelling?
he would point to either you or Fate and says, "Well, while you're here, you might as well help yourself to our friend while he's permanently indisposed."
What do you mean?
something-
I'm not going to eat him.
No. He says, no. He says, no. He's points to his waist, and he says, "I noticed that the entire time that he was trying to torture me was dangling right by his pocket." And he says he points to a shining object to this drow's right.
Well, I guess I'll just crouch back down and grab it, look at it. What 'tis thing?
So what you hold in your hand right now, it is a key, but it is quite different from the other keys that you've gathered thus far. It has a set of wings at the bottom of it.
Yeah, mystery key.
Ah, interesting.
Like the snitch
And
in the first book. Sorry, never mind.
He said,
I
"This
got the
man
reference.
right,
Okay.
this man right here appeared to have some sort of sense of authority and whatnot whenever he ordered people around. I'm assuming that he's a member of the leadership."
Well, he's not anymore.
Indeed. Thanks to you.
Sorry. I don't know what kind of laugh that was, but that was so. Well, he's not anymore.
Oh my gosh.
So, you
Oh,
think this
man.
key is able to be sort of like a master lock to all the locks in here? Is that what you're saying, or is it to a special chamber?
Gail said, maybe not
Library.
to,
We should go to the library.
maybe not a master key to all the locks, but maybe to one specific lock in here. That, but right now, I definitely, please, my stomach is killing me. As he gratefully he pats Agnar on the shoulder and walks steadily by up here into the hall where some of the others are gathered.
Well, I guess Kalditz is just gonna follow him.
So who has the key? Caldes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I borrow the key so I can go check out the library?
Not right now. Let's follow him and follow Gale and see where he leads.
Okay.
Gale, he's walking ahead. You see Gabo shaking hands with some of the other people as they stand by, and you hear some of them say, "We'll meet with the others up top in order to make sure that they're safe." Gale's going to continue walking forward, holding his stomach as he continues walking down. Before he left the room, he managed to grab something that looked akin to a staff.
Ah,
Walked out.
Should we like roll for like medicine check on Gale, or like is he okay? Is he dying?
He's not dying in one sense, but it appears like he's like
hungry.
Yeah,
probably
he
hasn't
needs
eaten
his
for a while.
Does he still need to eat magical artifacts?
No.
So as this happens, I guess we can all see who's here now. As we,
Correct.
well, she just walks in. Okay.
Gale's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
walk up here to the walk over here to the bar and see the person across from there and say, do you have any sort of food, please? No, I'm obviously not the type to work here, serve here, fight alongside the warband, but I need some food. And you obviously don't look like a goblin. And you happen to see
Aether, yeah,
Rila
the
set her
initial
cards on the table and
optimization
turn
takes a
around to
while.
Gale as she walks over to him and tugs at his sleeve. Hello. And she has a little
What
bit
are
of a
you?
grin on her face. She looks at all the others around. She jumps around a little bit with a smile on her face and kind of like claps her hands together. And she'll run over. She'll run over to Caldez and give you a hug, and then she'll run over to Fate and give you a hug.
As she's giving him a hug, he's just gonna actually just be like, "What are you?"
And Grilla, she's going to.
Oh, that's right.
run
Grila's never
over-
been introduced to Caldez before. Would she give Caldez a hug?
She would. He seems friendly enough, and obviously not a goblin. And since he was traveling with you guys, she's pretty much assuming at this point that he's with you guys.
No, okay.
like
She
she
didn't
hugged me
see him.
first, but okay.
She didn't see him killing all the goblins.
In their
So
sleep.
she also runs over to Agnar and hugs him, and then to Aldian, and gives you a nice little hug.
Yay.
As she does so, she goes running and scurrying off through this door that kind of just flaps open and shut.
Oh. Okay, bye.
So, who is that supposed to be?
That's Gobbo's lady love. She's very cool. She helped us. You know how you were able to stab all those people in their sleep? You owe that to her. She's the one that knocked them out.
What was she doing in here?
Well, I suppose we would
Playing
have to
cards,
ask.
Talking to Amelia.
Yeah, we'd have to ask Amelia about that.
You could ask Amelia, and there's also those two orcs that are present as well. They're just sitting there.
So I walk up to Amelia's character and I'm like, "So, what were y'all talking about?"
And Amelia, she would fill you in and tell you that as she went over there, Grilla wrote out a statement as she was sitting at the table, briefly put her cards down. You see Gabo step into the room alongside Gavitas. And she would hand the note over to you, and the note would say this. Before you guys had arrived, of course, she fixed several meals for the people, and Redjaw he came down from his throne room with Zagzap to show this orc leader named Guz around the entirety of his complex. Seeing that they were going to sign an agreement which would technically expand his war band 2 times over if he had access to these orcs.
Mm.
It would greatly expand his base of operations. He would have complete control of the woods and gain more power.
Well, I think we should find out where Redjaw is and go kill him. We gotta stop that from happening.
And one of these orcs would... are you saying that out loud?
Like whispering it to Albion. Like whoever's close enough.
Okay.
Can I find out if these orcs are friendly?
I mean, they're sitting there. They have a couple of pints sitting in front of them. Their faces look a little. How can I put it?
Drunk?
I mean, one of them would go,
Sleepy?
excuse me, where did that little goblin go off to? She was supposed to play next.
Seems sweet.
Yeah, I don't know.
One of them would look over at Allie and says, "Oh, it's the lizard man."
Lizard man.
He's like, and they all start looking around. They're just now looking up from their cards at the lottie. He's like, "Oh, there's a lot of people. Hi, people."
Drinkers.
Caldus
Okay.
is just gonna stare at both of them and not really say anything.
Like the knife slowly comes rising up. No, put that away.
One of the orcs over here, he takes a swig from the mug in front of him and unleashes a vicious belch as he looks at a lot of the group and says, "So, you gonna play cards with us or what?"
Yeah, I'll play cards.
I'm looking for Red Jaw. Do you know where he is?
And both of them look at each other. They're like, "Hey, Joe. Oh yes, that's the guy the boss is supposed to be talking with, eh? Yeah. Mhm. Wait, we can't talk about that kind of stuff. Shh. Quiet down."
I won't tell anybody, I promise.
And let's see. I'm trying to remember category for insight. I think is wisdom. I want to say wisdom correctly.
V_Vixen
say
rated
it's
your channel
wisdom.
with 12 viewers.
As I'm gonna have one of them make a
Yo, V, thanks so much for the raid. I appreciate it.
wisdom saving throw, or
You get your shout out.
say it falls under the category. Insight. Yeah, insight is under wisdom. Okay. So they're going to.
There we go. If you guys are not
We're
currently
gonna try with
you're unmuted,
disadvantage.
dear. Thank you. If you guys are not currently following V, definitely consider dropping V a follow. V is a wonderful streamer.
Disadvantage with a 4.
Thank you so much, V, for the raid. Raiders,
a
welcome
little
in. My name is Icy Pants.
drunk.
I am a variety of YouTube streamer and voice actor.
How
We're currently
many
playing D&D, and
libations
this is
they've had,
session number
you know.
10. So thank you so much.
This orc on the left would say, "Oh, our boss Goose is here on business in order to try and form a
Thanks for the hydrate, red beer.
first,
And the second
not a
one.
permanent partnership, but first he was trying to find out what happened to his wife. You see, his wife went missing in these woods, and when we went with Goose to try and find him, we got to track a dog and everything. We found a trail of blood leading off towards, well, this a ways. We came across a patrol. We almost fought with them. The leader told his men to stand down, and we stood down, and we wanted to have a talk to see if maybe they'd found her. They said no, they hadn't found her. So, Joel, they contacted their boss and said, "Oh, you know, we can help you find your wife if you talk with us." And Joel said, "Okay." Excuse me. Now he's talking with Red Joel upstairs.
And then I guess Caldus is gonna turn to Gale and say, "Is that where we're headed next? Are you quite finished?"
And Gale, he's literally just like this person behind the bar right here.
Thanks, I appreciate it,
she's
everybody.
Giving him like this whole jug, like a jug of water that he is like intaking from intensely, and just like small snacks that he's taking from a bowl.
Oh.
He's been shoveling him the whole time while you guys have been talking. He's just like, hold on, sorry. Oh, yes,
Icy pants, mate. I think it's time you drink some water.
If that's the only place that you lot haven't looked yet. Rather, is it fortified by anything, by any
Thank you for the
chance?
hydrate.
Sure.
I'd already given V a shout out, but I
As
appreciate
he
it.
looks to the rest of the group.
Oh, this is jackets now.
Well, I don't exactly know where it is. There's a
don't
few,
see
there's a few doors that are up there that we haven't looked at.
Yo,
Mate, I think
jackets!
it's time you
Thanks
drink
so
some
much for
water.
the raid.
I would
Really
say-
appreciate it.
I would
Welcome
say
in,
that
Raiders. My
behind
name
you
is
is
Icy Pants.
fortified
I'm a
door
variety VTube
out of the
streamer
mall here.
and voice actor. Welcome
There
in,
is a
everybody.
more fortified door that's up the.
And thank
path
you
that
for
we go-
giving
if we go,
jackets
straight
a
from here.
shout out.
Icy
We go
pants, mate. I
left
think
and
it's
go
time you
straight
drink
up.
some water.
There's a
If
door
you're
to
not
the
already
right.
following Jackets, definitely drop him a follow because he is also a lovely streamer and he's a funny guy.
You
Whew.
got this office red jaw too, are you?
How was Demon Souls?
Yeah, we just want to talk.
And this other orc would pipe
Icy
up and
pants,
say,
mate. I think it's time you drink some
the
water.
only way you're gonna get up there is if you got one of them.
Thank you for
What
the
did
hydrate.
Gus say it was? It was a
Keys?
coin. It was a coin.
Ah.
It had a dragon face on it. It
Nice.
was a coin.
Glad you made some real
Oh,
progress.
interesting. Speaking of things to unlock rooms, can you help me with this? I found this earlier. He's gonna hold up the key. Do you know what door it goes to?
I'm gonna have the orcs one by one roll an intelligence check.
Oh
And We're gonna
no.
see how this goes because they're gonna be rolling with disadvantage.
Oh, no.
There's for one orc. There's for orc
0.
number 2.
Oh, there we go.
Oh
Number
my
2.
gosh.
Wow, one is much smarter than the other, though.
So with the 9, not a super high check. The one would
Better
go,
than
oh
one."
yeah, I remember. I think I thought I saw Redjaw pull out one of those keys. He said he had to get one of them coins from his office or something.
I see.
Do you know where his office is?
And they both look at each other and shrug their shoulders like, I don't know. He went up the hallway up north there. We've just been sitting over here waiting.
Okay.
Galdis is just gonna start walking this way.
Enjoy your drinks, you guys. It's been lovely. Hope to see you again soon. Take care.
And as you guys are doing so, before you would completely leave the area, you'd see Grilla come running out with a plate of food that she delivers to Gale, and motions for him to sit over at the table.
Ah,
Really
okay.
Sits down right here.
I want to
As,
say bye to Grilla real quick. Give her a little hug and a pat.
Reciprocate the feeling.
Okay. I'm going to wait. Did we decide whether or not Grilla knew sign language?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then never mind.
So, Gabo is actually going to stay behind here as he's with Grilla.
I'm gonna
And-
kind of like nudge him and pat him and be like, "You got this, buddy."
Begins talking with her as Amelia and Gavitas
Aw.
would also follow you guys up north. Let's see. Where are you going? Ah! Liz,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I was gonna try the key on both of these doors.
Right, so this right here, right north of you, is actually more or less a grate, this massive iron grate with a lock on it.
Okay.
And as you test the key on that specific lock, it doesn't do anything. Like you put it inside the lock, like it's able to go inside, but it's not able to fully like work inside the lock.
I want to be like,
Alright,
"Come
then
here,
he'll
let's
try
try
this one."
these, please.
What?
Right here, please. Let's try these."
So as you try it on this other door to your right, you put the key in, you turn it, you hear clicking from within, and the door, rather the doors, the massive wooden doors in front of you, unlock.
Okay
Now
then.
have access to leadership quarters.
Well, Caldas is going to then push open the doors and walk through here. And he's going to look to his right. Is this door open or closed? I'm assuming closed.
So, as you walk inside, you notice this door is cracked open just a little bit.
Caldas is going to slowly push it open and look inside.
All right. So, as you enter into the room, I'll need you to roll an investigation check if you're having a look around.
Looking for it. There we go.
All right. Oh, snap. Okay. So cool. As you look about the room, you see scattered about various crates of odd and end supplies, bed sheets, curtain rods, various articles of clothing and whatnot. It looks like an extras closet as well as some janitorial supplies that you see in there. So you happens to be more or less a janitor's closet / extra supply closet.
Does anyone need anything from in here? Seems this is a place for storage. If you guys can think of anything that you might need in the fight up ahead, you might want to grab something here.
I'm
It's a whole
good.
bunch of
Not
mundane
that I
items
know
like
of.
buckets and whatnot. And others, as you leave the room, you don't notice anything. Fate, as you leave the room, a glint catches your eye along the wall.
Ooh.
Okay.
And as you leave the room, you notice on a hook a ring with 4 keys on it.
I'm gonna grab that.
Yes.
Oh, give me 1 second.
Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
I had a bot in my chat.
Yeah, it's.
Yay, bots!
I gotta report this too.
Oh, I'd just ban him. I don't care to report. It's too much work. Also, none of my mods come around anymore. You would think
Oof.
I would, like, mod new people, but no. I mean, to be fair, my mods are my friends, and, like, they got busy lives now.
Mm.
So,
Collect a keyring with 4 keys on it. And as you do so, Caldez, as you look down the hallway, which is also...
Yeah,
got
I
several
know. I
torches
keep on
around,
meaning to
you
set up
happen to see
Siri.
several doors. You see one door right here.
I guess
one
he's
door
gonna
right
come
here,
this way then if he sees a door.
One door right here. Yeah. You look up the
Knock,
hallway. So
knock,
as
knock, knock.
you approach this door, actually, you're
Is it
knocking on
open?
the door?
Wait,
No, no, no.
hold on.
It's a joke.
Did we?
Well,
are
you
we,
you
I
have
want-
you have the 4 keys. If you want to go try
Alright,
one on the
fine.
library.
I'm gonna go try them. I'm gonna go open this door that I've been trying to open for 2 sessions now.
So
Oh,
as you frantically try each of the 4 keys that you just acquired, none of them work.
bum, 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 bum. Bum.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to bust the door down.
Bro.
Oh, okay. Wait, this main door?
This one. Hold on.
She
this one
really
right
wants into
here.
the library.
Okay.
Both of them. I don't know. Like an
As you
audience with me.
try to push open that door, you notice the 2 statues to your left and right's eyes
Uh-oh.
begin to glow.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I want to
And
preemptively
as-
smash one of the statues.
Should I like
no.
perception
Hang on.
or something?
What?
Should I roll perception or something?
Yes. You could roll perception or
Yes.
with the 24, your mind begins to throw up several red flags, as these don't look like regular
Rick
statues,
Seeger is now a
but
part
could
of the Pants
potentially
Gang.
be animated suits of
Yo,
armor.
Rick, thanks so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Pants Gang.
Can I get them to open the door?
You sure you want to keep standing there?
Let's
I guess I'll back up. I'll try to bust down this door instead then.
As you step away from the doorway, you notice that the animated suits begin to stand
Ice
down.
pants, mate. I think it's time you drink some water.
Their
Wait,
eyes
they-
go they go bye-bye.
I told you guys I had a good feeling about that door.
I-
There's obviously something.
we'll
cool.
probably be able to get into it after we kill somebody that's obviously got a ward protecting the door.
Well, I still want in the library. Who knows? Maybe it'll tell us things.
Icy pants, mate. I think it's time you drink some water.
Well, what's this door look like? Is it a normal door?
So as you, Caldes, as you step up to the door, it is a normal-looking door. Unlike the stone doors
don't think he
past,
heard you.
this looks like a somewhat more renewed sector of the dungeon. And on the door itself, crudely written, you see Gluzgut written on the door. And as you
Oh.
walk up to the door, what are you choosing to do?
Okay, does it have a window?
It doesn't have a window on it. It just has a doorknob.
Well, as I see that, I'm going to actually. Looks like a normal door. Yeah, and hello, Thrax. How are you? I think I'm going to. I'm actually gonna kind of. Before I do that, I'm gonna actually, because I'm gonna back up and come down here, and I'm gonna motion to everybody to come to me.
I don't think you heard me, but I'm trying to smash this door down. Do you want me to do strength check or what?
You could do a strength check with disadvantage. It is a stone door.
Well, can I have Alden help me? Or can I have
He can
him
help
try
you.
to do it? Okay.
He could try and help you, but again, it's a stone door. It's a high threshold.
All right. Strength.
Come on. I did pretty good. We got this. The two of us can surely take down
Nope.
a door.
Nope.
It do be a stone
So-
door.
20 and 18.
It is a
Aw.
heavy, thick boy of a stone door.
All right. We'll come
You
back
had to
there. It's
roll
fine.
a 22 in order to try and open that door.
Oh.
I was really close.
All right.
So, then before you pass him, he's gonna stop you.
Oh, okay.
By the way, he's gonna put his hand out, and he's going to then point to the door, and he's just gonna say quietly, "That door says Gluzgut on it."
Didn't we kill
I don't know
Gluzgut
if-
though?
Yes.
Yeah, Gluzgut's dead. I already
Which
took
one?
care of it.
Did we kill him? I can't remember, bros.
Yeah.
No.
When,
You were not there.
I think, yeah, you were. This was pre Caldes.
Your death counter is so large you don't even remember the people you've killed.
Aldian, as you walk up to the door with your armor and whatnot, and as you stop, I'll need you and Caldes and Agnar to make a perception check.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, why not me?
You're too
Because
far.
all I
the
remember
corner.
is as we
Oh,
were saying
well, I
this,
was just doing
Called
it
is
to stay
going
out
to
of the
say.
way.
So I
Shouldn't
wasn't
have
actually there
jump on
then,
everybody.
right?
Yeah, you weren't there when we defeated Gluzgut.
Okay.
Oh no.
So but basically he's gonna say, "I don't remember what we were talking about, but I've heard you guys mention the name
guys-
Gluzgut, so I figured I'd let you guys know."
Kitty, being just around the corner with the 19, you happen to hear a groaning noise coming from behind Gluzgut's door.
Oh,
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna relay that information to everybody.
and you probably have the key to that door now.
Okay. Do you guys want me to like quietly slip the key in and like yank the door open and you guys go busting in? It sounds like
So-
Caldis is gonna walk over. Caldis is
Mecca,
gonna walk over
nearly
here,
every
and he's gonna
goblin
point his staff at the door,
in
and he's
this
just gonna say,
main chamber
"Yes,
was
open
killed
it."
by Caldes while they were sleeping.
Gavitas is going to move slightly above right here, kind of to form like an entrapment right here in case anything tries to run out.
nice.
I'm going to ready an attack if something tries to charge at us. I'm going to ready. Let me see what I have because it's been so long.
Would I like stealth with advantage just because like I have the key? I'm just trying to turn it quietly. Is that
If you're trying to stealthily enter there, I'll need you to roll a stealth check
okay?
as you enter.
Oh no.
I'm going to actually.
I mean, I have a key, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
imagine it'd be very high. So
Yeah, I'm gonna. Go ahead.
Unlock the door with the key, and as you open the door, see inside, you happen to see what appears to be bruised orc woman lying on the bed right here.
Oh no.
A what?
a bruised orc woman.
woman. And
Um,
as she notices more light flood into the room from the outside, you see her barely tilt her head up and go, who are you? Not goblin. Not goblin.
I want to just be like, shh, it's okay. We're not gonna hurt you or anything. Like,
No
it's okay.
promises.
Are you okay? You look injured. What happened? Is there anything I can do to help?
And she she tries to sit up just a little bit. You notice both of her hands and her legs are changed to each of the bedposts.
Once Caldas sees that her legs are chained, he's gonna actually then put his staff down and just like put the bottom of the staff obviously on the floor. Just put it outside.
What are these chains made of?
Metal.
Iron?
Bum 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 bum.
Made of iron, but the bed itself is made of wood.
Okay, all right.
I would like to. Well, what does she respond at all? Because I'm betting one of my keys probably will, before we go breaking beds and stuff. Let me try the keys, maybe.
Never let me have any
But
fun.
nobody lets me in the library. But anyway, um, does she respond to me at all? Because I asked her what
She
happened and everything.
she uh
So
she looks at the rest of the group entering into the room. Just she's a little hesitant to speak at first, but seeing that you're not a goblin, the first non-goblin that she's seen in who knows how long, she looks over at you and says, "Did Goose send you?"
Did who?
Goose.
Oh, no.
no. Did Glesga hurt you? Is that why you look injured?
And she said, "Little, but mainly purple elves."
Okay. Are you Glesga's girlfriend or?
She goes, "No, not that tubby green," and she goes into a whole string of epithets, just blistering
Okay.
your ears as she stops just for a moment and says,
This.
"No, I am Guz's. I belong
Okay.
to Guz. Guz is Shield husband."
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then this'll
Wait,
be
wasn't Guz
possibly good news.
the boss of the
He's-
two orcs in the bar?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
They were
Right.
cool.
Yeah, no, that's fine. This is good information that we will need.
So I would like to, I'm gonna break it to her gently. Gluzgud's dead. But then I'd like to go and try the keys and see if one of the keys will release her.
As you attempt to use the keys, you specifically look for the one that you used for the door to this room. As you try it on one of the ankle locks, it slides right into the lock, and as you turn it, you hear a clicking noise. One of the clasps comes undone.
Okay.
Nice.
So I feel like try each of the different keys on it, or try the same one on.
While she's doing that, Caldas walks up here and he's gonna peek around the corner.
As she's walking around and unlocking all the shackles on this orc woman, Caldes, you would notice each of these rooms also has a sign posted on each of the front to identify whose is whose. So, on this door and straight in front of you, you would see Dagzap. On this door to the north of you, you would see Jailer and Hunters.
Interesting.
I also want to tell her I'm assuming I've freed her at this point or whatever.
Yes.
But I would like to tell her that if she heads south, towards the kitchen area, there is a little goblin girl that will help her get some food and everything. And then also,
And,
there are 2 orcs in there that I
cutting
believe work for Goose.
you
So
off mid stride and whatnot, with the feed of helpful information. She literally, with unyielding speed and strength, picks you up and puts you into a bear hug.
Oh, okay.
She picks you up off the ground.
I'm gonna pat her and hold her, and I'm gonna be like, "It's okay. It's gonna be okay."
He says, "Thank you, thank
Well, I'm
you."
glad I didn't help her.
Yeah, my character feels very different about hugs than I do. I'm not a hug type
No, you're
person in
not.
real life.
And she just like almost like cartoonish. She's just like, and I'll hug you and pick you up,
Yeah.
suck your little cheek, almost like that. And then she puts you down on the ground. And
Dragon Man.
I do want to make sure she heard the part about the two orcs working for Goose though. Like that
and
was
she
'cause that's
goes,
who she's looking for.
two or oh, wait, 2 orcs for Goose is here.
Maybe.
Yes.
I don't know like for sure, but I think he is. So if you hang out
Gus
with them,
is
maybe
down.
they'll be able to help you find him.
Then she
Pretty
she
sure
grabs,
Gus is done drinking right now.
She grabs you by the shoulders and she says, "If Goose is here, Goose is in danger. I overheard Bluzgut talking with Zaxap out in hallway."
Well, that's actually something I wanted to mention. Dragon Man. The next door says Zagzap.
Hiya, soul.
They're both dead, but I will. You should warn them. Go talk to the orcs in the kitchen area. And also, Grila's really cool. She's the little goblin I was telling you about. She'll get you some food.
She's mute.
She doesn't
Thank
talk,
you.
but she's
Also,
very nice.
Dragon Man is muted. We can't hear him. If he's
Yeah, I know. I was muted because I had somebody enter my chat.
Gotcha.
She hears this, she runs over here to this dresser, and you see several objects scattered about. And she pushes some of the things aside and picks up a small pendant and walks over and looks between each of you and says, "Here, take this."
Okay, I'll take it from her and I'll be like, "What is it?"
She says, "If you find Guz, Guz will know I am here.
Okay,
Guz is in
understood.
trouble. Edjaw plans on signing deal with Guz, killing Guz, then going back to tribe and claiming control."
Got it. All right. Well, if Goose is still alive, we will save him.
Please show him this token. If you show him this token, he will cut Redjaw's head off where he sits.
Okay,
He will
that sounds
bathe in
good.
his blood and the blood of our foes.
I'm a fan of that.
I will definitely show him this and or give him this and tell him that you're here. And I'll tell him that you're with the two orcs in the kitchen, and he'll know where to find you. And we'll help him defeat Redjaw.
Thank
And then
you.
we'll all bathe in the blood of our foes.
Thank you very much, she says as she squeezes you again, not picking you up off the ground, but she plants a kiss on your cheek and goes over to Gavitas and does
Yo,
the
Jason,
same.
welcome in.
And walking out in the hallway as seeing the others, she would go about going from person to person to Aldian, then she would to Agnar, and then she would turn to Caldes, seeing you out in the door previously, and runs over to you and plants a smooch on your cheek.
Calder's just gonna kind of nudge her away. He'd be like, yeah.
And does the same with Amelia. Agnar, are you trying to run? Are you trying to run from her? Yeah, okay. Roll a dexterity check. Roll a dexterity check.
Accept the love.
Accept the love, yes. And
Accept my affections.
roll a dexterity check. If your dexterity check, like you're rolling with a normal dexterity check, if you beat her, you're able to outrun her.
proven.
Otherwise, she smooches you.
Oh,
Oh,
it's the
Just
smooch.
barely. You're just barely.
just
away.
barely dodges.
And she just goes, "Oh, do you not want Agursh's love?"
No.
I love you, Agoosh, but you better hurry to the kitchen.
So Agursh is gonna go down to the kitchen, and she's just gonna completely ignore you at this point, Agnar.
Poor Caldes getting smooched and hugged by everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, Caldas doesn't even understand. But he's going to say, Zagzap was very interesting. I want to see what type of if he has any magical items in his room. Can you guys open the door?
I believe fate has the key.
Am I not at? Oh no, here's the door. Okay, yep. I'll try to open the door.
Then I suppose it's fate. Let's go in.
As you do so, go through several of the keys, and finally land on the one for this specific door, opening it inside.
Okay, I'm gonna just hop
Galdis
on
is
in.
gonna walk in.
Let me look at
Y'all
my
both
notes
just
right
walked
here.
in.
Look at my notes right here. I'll need you to roll an investigation check if you're looking around in this room. Pull up my notes.
I rolled the same thing as the orc
Gorsh.
lady. Yeah, Gorsh.
18.
So with an
Gorsh.
18.
Haha, 20.
And
So with an 8. Dang! Okay. So Caldez and
I got
I'm
an
still
I got
feeling
an
from the hug, like
un-
blood's gone to my head. Like I'm not noticing anything.
and Caldez. You find as you look about the room, you happen to see in one corner a coat rack, and on that coat rack you see a makeshift-looking wizard's robe with a wizard's hat. Where it seems that several others might have hung. It seems that there's only just one hanging right there on the coat rack. But as you look about the room, you find a small box sitting on one of these chests or one of these drawers. I should say, hang on a second, I'm trying to move a menu out of my way. And on top of this one right here, you find a small box, but the box seems to be open. And with an 18 or 20, Aldian or Caldez, whoever's looking at this box right now, you could determine that a small object once occupied this, because it looks more like a weapons case.
but it's empty.
Yes, correct. It is empty, but it's investigating right there. You notice a depression built into it. The shape from the depression, with an 18, you could determine that it is of a weapon of small variety, but it looks familiar.
like an ornate dagger.
Whoever's looking at this chest, I'll need you to roll an Arcana check.
Also, I was gonna be a smart aleck and be like, I comfort the box
Oh.
because the box had
Bruh.
a depression. All right, I'll come over and I'll look at it.
It's all up to you, baby.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
It looks almost like a dagger.
Yeah.
The 9, it almost looks like a dagger.
Hey, look at that, a natural 20.
With a natural 20. The
Ooh.
dude with the... Oh my gosh. Aldian's just like, dang, I've seen one of these on the battlefield before. I was on the wrong end of it.
Your battlefield knowledge is like so
Listen,
vast.
my knowledge is
He's
vast.
Aldian is having a Vietnam borderline flashback going
Oh
on right now.
no.
As he remembers, the shape of the wand and everything causes you to take a step back. And I'll
It's the
need
shape
you...
of a wand.
Yes, it is the shape of a wand, but of a specific one that Aldian's able to recall from a battle past.
I've seen this before.
As he recalls, it is a... Getting it in chat. It is a wand of magic missile.
That's a wand of magic missile.
I see.
Is specifically shaped and whatnot. A wand of magic missile has 7 charges to it. And of course, like Alden, you know the shape of it and whatnot, but knowing exactly what it does, being on the wrong end of it, not being a magically affiliated person, you would just know that thing fires like missiles that trap people.
It shoots bolts of arcana, and it's not great to be on this end of it. So if they have a wand of magic missile, we are in danger.
Well, unless we take it from them.
It's not here for us to take it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
never mind.
also, with an investigation of course, of 20 and 18, if you're to look inside this drawer right here, you would find a scroll.
What scroll is it?
As you open the scroll, it happens, Caldez, it matches a scroll, part of a scroll that you found earlier.
Ah,
Actually, you
another
happen
one
to
of
find
these.
the second half of the scroll of vicious backwind.
So
Back
it's
blast, vicious
completed now
back
then.
blast is what it was.
Vicious backwind.
Okay, so it's
Good.
different.
So, if
Where
you
do I?
were
How do I put that in my? Can you put that? I'll just take it and I'll just put it in my bag. But I don't know where bag is. Where bag? Where do I
what you
put
could do is
bag?
you could put it in treasures. That would be in your bio.
Interesting.
Yes. It's lightweight. It doesn't weigh anything.
So with the first
Okay.
half of the scroll, the first half of the scroll didn't describe what the spell does. Does the second half of the scroll describe what the spell does?
So the first half of the scroll, it described that the spell, it basically unleash a mechanically charged toot from your rear end.
Mm-hmm.
Which now with the second half of the scroll, you now have a complete understanding of it to a degree, but in order to properly learn it, you'd have to take a long rest.
Mm.
Add it to your spell book.
Gotcha.
From the gist of it, from what you're reading right here, is talking in metagaming terms, in a sense. If you, this is a toot that fires off in a cone of 15 feet behind you. It does 1d6 force damage to anybody who fails to move out of the way of the toot.
Can it be
These-
cast on
what
someone
these-
else, or is it just whoever learns it that can cast it?
It's only whoever learns it can use it.
Okay.
But other people can
scared to
read the
death.
scroll and potentially add it
I'm
to their
frightened,
lineup.
and I don't know what to do. I'm confused.
I see.
and
Well,
I'm
he's
an
gonna put it
interesting-
next to the other one.
There's an interesting factor about
Me too, Johnny Depp.
just backwind. If foes behind you fail on a dexterity saving throw, not only do they take that damage, but they're blown backwards. Yes, they're blown backwards by that arcanically charged toot. If they're right next to you, they're blown back 20 feet. If they're 10, if they're basically 2 squares away from you, it would be blown back 10 feet.
Interesting. That being said, after seeing that, he's gonna mention, oh, this is the second half to the very weird spell scroll that I found earlier. So, it seems we get a full spell now. And from my understanding, it's definitely something. I just said unfinished
I
spell
think-
scroll, but
You just hang on to that.
I think Vita should
for
learn it.
now. You know, I second that motion. There we go.
You're saying this out loud, or you just like?
This is just me talking to the party. I'm not saying it out loud in game.
Okay.
I agree, though.
and
Thanks
so
for the stretch,
all this
Flippy.
is just gonna be like, I do love to collect spells, but if I learn this, I don't think I'll ever use it.
Yeah, I'm
But
pretty
I
sure
will
you'd
most
lose
likely learn
respect
it all
as
the
a
same.
mage.
I'll learn it all the same, because this is definitely something that I've not seen before. Very fascinating. However, he's going to walk over to wherever the robe was, and he's going to inspect the robe.
Yeah, I
Inspecting
would.
the robe, and you could either roll a. Are you looking at it to see if it has any arcanic properties? If it's
Yes.
just.
I'm
Okay,
looking
roll
to
an
see if
arcana
it's a
check.
special robe.
I want to just regular old perception check it. Like,
I want to put
Arcana check.
the hat on.
oh, wow.
It's a
Nice arcana.
22. It is a patchwork, shoddily made goblin robe. That's it.
It's just just a regular robe.
A regular old robe.
Okay.
Is it- how do I tell, like, what armor am I wearing? Like, and is it better than my armor?
So the robe, it would be about AC would be 10 if you were wearing it.
Isn't that normal?
Much. It's like mundane clothes. It wouldn't be anything better than what you've got right now.
Yeah.
Okay. How do
Even
I
close.
tell what I have right now? Like, what?
You have common clothes right now. You have leather armor. That's what you're wearing. So that's what you're wearing. That's better than what that robe can offer.
Okay. So then how do I
The only
tell,
armor
like,
that I have right now is mage armor going on that I activated before this. That is the one thing I remember.
because when I did my armor class, I did it based off of like cloth stuff, not leather. So how do I
It's I mean, it. I'm confused on what you mean.
like my AC, my armor class,
What AC do you
I had
have?
it.
So I gotta run to the restroom real quick. Be right back.
Okay.
It's only 14 right now,
Yeah.
but that was because it was based on cloth, and then
Mm-mm.
when I leveled up and then I got the cloak thing that gave me one extra. But if like I don't know, I feel
Yeah,
like it would
no,
be
you're
higher.
where you're supposed to be because I'm only armor class of 16 and I'm wearing plate.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
you're
fine
where
then.
you're supposed to be.
Okay, just checking. I want to steal the keys from Caldes and go open the library door.
The DM's not here, dear.
Ah.
And we can't get through the library door. It's protected by a magical barrier.
No. That was a different door. The library door was the one before that we tried to smash after we backed up from the statues. The library was the one to the south.
I'm
The other one
sure,
was the one to the east.
almost positive that that door with the magical barrier is going to be where we're going to be going to fight the
I think
big
there's
boss.
treasure.
I'm
But that's
sure
just
that there
me.
is. We will get there. We need to figure out how to get through the magical barrier, which is probably one of these 4 remaining doors.
Maybe. I don't know. We need to hurry up and find the person and fight. I'm wanting to hit something.
Okay, I'm back. All right.
Welcome back.
I've
So,
returned.
what do you guys decide?
I left. I came back. You know what? I guess Caldus is gonna walk outside and he's gonna point to this door and he's gonna say, try to open this door. Can you guys try to open this door?
Is there any writing on this door?
Yes, on that door it says jailer and trackers, or jailer and hunters.
Actually, Caldus is gonna use his try to use his winged key to open it.
As you try to do so, you stick it into the lock, try to turn it, and it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Just
Alright,
I
then.
guess I'll try mine.
as you fumble through the last 2 keys, you try the first one, and with some mild success, the door, trying to get to it, the icon, everybody's stacked up right there. Hang on. There we go.
Sorry. That's why I was like trying to stay out of the way.
The door opens, and as you open the door, you hear snoring from inside.
Uh-oh.
Is he? Do I see if he's chained up or not?
No, he is not restrained whatsoever. He's just under the covers and asleep.
So we can't even see if he what is he? Can we tell what he is?
Roll a nature or history check.
All right.
Alright, I'm doing history. Let's go.
Anybody who's glancing with the 15.
Oh,
Unnatural 20.
Okay, whatever.
Good gosh.
24.
So,
Wow.
all of you would be able to determine this individual laying in this bed right here is a shifter. He looks with slightly pointed ears and whatnot, and somewhat bestial-looking features with more hair than the average man. This individual... Shifters are interesting beings that could shift into more beast-like forms and do damage with claws and...
So this man's big then, if it's like Lord of the Rings.
Slightly.
I'm gonna pull out my hand axe, and I'm not going to kill him.
Okay.
But I am going to hold it against his throat.
I'm going to pull out. Well,
Just everybody chill for a second. I want to perceive the room. Like I want to see if I can like see anything in the room anyway, because we could just leave.
And as with a 23, 23, you're able to see that there's a bunch of mundane items scattered about the room. You see the remnants of what appears to be some bowls of stew sitting right here,
Okay.
as well as a couple of loose weapons.
Is there any
Okay,
long swords
so-
around?
So then this guy is evil then.
Possibly, yeah.
We don't know.
He ate the mushroom. Maybe.
Caldas is going to point his. Well, is there a long sword on this table?
No, it looks like a hammer. Actually, no, an axe. Sorry.
An axe, gotcha. Well, Caldas is just gonna kind of, I guess, was watching the dragon and seeing what he was about to do. So does he? You still have your axe out?
Yeah. How out cold is this guy?
Are you actually putting the blade to his neck?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
If he does that, then my staff is going to go automatically. Actually, I'm already actually going to be right here, and I'm going to let me check something real quick. I need to double check with this before I hurt my teammates.
Yeah, I'm
he's
just
trying
sitting here
to-
like.
Oopsie, wrong one.
We should just block the
Um,
door so he can't get out.
Okay, yeah, I'm
trying
going
to-
to be ready to touch him and I'm going to ready shocking grasp on him.
You're going to touch him?
No, he said he's going to get
be
ready to.
I'm ready to.
He's gonna
If
get
he's
ready
going
to.
to, yeah, if he's going to try to get up and like fight, I'm readying an attack.
As Aldian puts the blade to this guy's neck, you see him turn towards the wall and continue to snore.
I think we should just like barricade the door so he can't get out and then leave.
All right, fine.
Caldas is just gonna walk out at that point, actually, and he's just gonna continue. Maybe you should lock the door behind us.
As you guys are walking
Yeah, that's
out,
what I like. Can I take the axe and like jam it in the door or something to block it so he can't get out?
Ooh, I have an idea. What if I use my flame breath to melt the lock from the outside?
I mean, you could only have a 1-day use.
I'll just lock the door. He's out cold. Like he's probably gonna be out cold for a while. I'll just lock him back in and then we'll continue on.
So you shut the door.
Yo,
and you
Jason,
lock it
thanks for
back
the
into
stretch. Appreciate it.
place,
I was
let him
definitely
go
shrimp
all
postured.
night and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
Caldas
as you
is
turn
cool.
about to do so, you see Gavitas point towards this door and say, behind this door, there seems to be. I think we're going to find something very important here. Maybe something crucial." He points to the door and it says "War Room"
Ah, okay.
plainly written on the door.
I'm gonna
And
try
Amelia
the
would
last key
also,
then.
she would also be looking down the hall, notice a couple of the other doors, and she said, "Once you guys are done there, maybe if one of those other keys works, Red Jaw's room is right here, and his study is over here."
I suppose we should try the war room first to get a coin.
Yeah, and then try the study, and then try his room. I guess we'll see what's up with like see if we can find any information that could help us there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use the last key.
You use the last key, you insert it into the locking mechanism, goes in, you twist it, and as you do, you happen to hear a click. Similar to the other doors, and the door is now accessible.
I'm gonna go on in. Looks like there's like books on the table. I'd like to look at the books. I like books.
Caldas is gonna walk up. What's this door look like?
As you walk inside, so this door to your right,
Yeah.
door to your right, and of course, Gavitas is looking over here. He's going to look over here at this statue. I need you to roll an investigation check as you walk into this room.
Uh-oh. Wait, this main room? The war room?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Bruh. What does me rolling the same
Investigation.
rolls?
All right, so the 15. As you were looking about this room, you happen to notice a shelf filled with what appears to be old parchment paper and whatnot scattered about here. Several scrolls that are wrapped up on here. And on the table, amidst this stack of books, you happen to see a map of the Sword Coast. As you begin to read map, you see several highlighted circles with several names in each circle with a question mark right next to it. One, to the north of Baldur's Gate, says Vortak. If I can type that out on here. Oh, here we go. Perfect.
This is dancing.
Vor attack. That's weird.
So, Vortak. Another
Yeah, you
is
said that was funny.
Ulvirala.
Yeah.
The third is Zorg. Right next to each of these names, you happen to see smaller pieces of paper right by each. These are notes that are taken by who? You're not exactly certain. The handwriting looks neater than the handwriting you've seen elsewhere. So obviously someone with some intelligence.
I can't.
I see.
And on these sheets of paper, next to Dvortak's name, see Hobgoblin Mage. Next to Ulvirala, you see Drow Matron. Right next to Zorg, you see Orc Lord.
And these are marked at different locations along the Sword Coast.
With general areas with a question mark right next to the names.
Okay, and we've not killed any of these people.
No, you have not met a single one.
Okay. Do we know anything about these people? Are they famous names?
Not famous to you as far as you're concerned, but as you're looking on these pieces of paper, you happen to notice an emblem right next to the specific titles in identifiers right by their names.
Mm-hmm.
I'll need each of you that are looking, or whoever's looking at these paper. I know that Fate is looking at this paper to roll a history check.
Well, I was also trying to see what the door was about too.
Same roll as well.
Yes.
The double
the
roll.
door.
Unnatural
Doors to the
20. Let's go.
Good.
Woo.
Gosh, you guys are natural historians.
Yay!
You guys would recognize the emblem of the Harpers.
It's because Vetus isn't here. That's why we're rolling so well.
Yeah, we're taking all his low rolls and converted them
You
to high
guys,
rolls.
what you guys would understand from your time on the Sword Coast is that the Harpers are a group of bards, spies, rogues, good-hearted men and women who seek to tear down tyrannical regimes everywhere they go. It seems
Ice
that
pens, mate.
these
I think it's time you drink
documents
some water.
they have potentially been stolen from the Harpers. That the Harpers were gathering intelligence on whoever these individuals are.
We might want to take these with us. They might be of use to the Harpers. And, you know, we could always sell them back to them for money.
It's a good plan. I like it.
Okey-doke. You wanna hold on to him?
I have the 2 scrolls. Would I have enough room in my bag for a lot of this stuff? Because I assume the documents are a lot.
Documents. There's light paperwork. It wouldn't weigh.
I've got a bag of holding, so.
Well, okay, and I'm gonna say, well, it's up to you guys, as I'm not actually a part of your group.
Actually,
That
no. You
seems-
guys, you wouldn't have the bag of holding. That
Oh,
would
do I not? I
be
thought I did.
a previous party member who is no longer with us.
I thought she gave me the
with-
bag of holding before she took
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, that's what she said. Cause it had his weapon in it.
It didn't have my hammer in it, but
No, but it had your axe thing.
I don't remember.
She didn't give that or any of her inventory for that.
Okay, all right, fine.
So you do not have a bag of holding.
That's unfortunate.
Does he still have the weapon that was in it at least then?
Well, I mean, she gave all the weapons away back to you guys.
Okay.
That was with the combat encounter when you guys were chained up. She gave all that back to you guys, but as you guys went down there, she kept that on her person.
Okay.
Stayed with her. So you guys still have your weapons, but she still kept the bag of holding and everything that she individually looted.
All right.
So yes, you can pick up these documents. I mean, again, they're also made of parchment, several pages and whatnot. It would weigh less than a pound altogether.
I'll take it
Say-
and I'll put it in my inventory.
Yeah, I'm carrying
Point-
everybody's gold, so
I'd say like 0.4, 0.3 pounds altogether.
Okay.
Not that much.
And then-
Caldes,
Yes.
door to your right. Are you trying to jostle the handle? Maybe check and see.
No.
if
I
there's
just wanted
anything-
to see if there's any, like, is it viewable? Is it just a grate door? Like, what type of, is it? I just don't know. You didn't say what type of door it was.
It's a wooden door.
Okay. No little peephole or like anything to see, or like a little window.
Not really. I mean, and I do there's a little band of light going through, but that's just where I didn't extra in the light right there. So
can
Okay, then I guess
can
he's
we
gonna
like
walk over.
listen at it and see if there's anybody in there? Because I'm assuming that's like a secondary door into the study.
It's supposed to be the study. We're in the war room right now. The next door over is the study.
Yeah.
What do these scrolls? He's gonna check out the scrolls whenever you decide. So I'm gonna start looking at the
yes.
scrolls.
So, looking about the scrolls right here, they seem to be more maps, purely of the Sword Coast, and they seem to be drawn up battle plans of a potential future invasion, but there seems to be scratch marks all over each and every one of them. They seem to be scrapped
Yo,
battle
soldier, welcome
plans
in.
for an attempted invasion. All of them seem to be pointing to a potential invasion of Baldur's Gate.
Caldas is gonna say, interesting. Seems that these were invasion plans for Baldur's Gate. And he's gonna then kind of give all three of them to the Dragon Man. Do you think that Gea would be interested in something like this?
Perhaps.
Then I suppose I shall keep them on me for now. So I guess I
Sounds
shall
good.
put those in my treasure, even though they're probably gonna get yeeted as soon as he says he doesn't care.
Icy pens, mate. I think it's time you drink
Green.
some water.
Scratched battle plans. Oh. there we go.
Is this door that's in front of us locked?
As you look at it, you can't really tell from the outset. You'd have to try to open it.
Okay. Are we ready then to open the door? All right. I'm gonna attempt to turn the doorknob.
As you do so, you applying any weight to it?
Well, I'd like to silently open the door as quietly as possible. Like if the door handle like gives at all, I would like to try and do it as quietly as possible.
I'll check.
All right.
Going to be stealthy about it. You must roll a stealth check.
All right, you got it. Okay,
As a dragon man in art,
But I'm not sneaking. I'm just turning a door handle.
As you turn the door handle, you hear somebody inside say, "Huh? Is it? Shh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just don't worry. Okay? We'll be fine."
All right. Well, I guess I opened the door then.
As you open the door, you see a room with several bookshelves all around you. You see a desk with a candle lighting up the area around you. In both corners in the back of the room, you see a cage, one smaller cage to your left. What appears to be a small dragon-like creature. Very small dragon. Very small dragon-like creature. And off to your right, you see a half elvish-looking man in tattered-looking armor. The other cage.
I'm gonna like reassure the guy and like put my finger to my lips and tell him to give him like the shushing motion, and just tell him that like I'm just gonna say it's okay. I'm not with Red Jaw.
Persuasion check.
All right, you got it.
Red Giant Dragon Man says, "I'm not with Red Jaw."
Listen, man.
I have one, but I'm not with one. No. I would like to just perceive like the room, just see what I can.
I also would like to. I would like to look at the room.
First and foremost, with a 16, he readily believes you. Obviously, looking up and down at you and the rest of you, seeing that you're not goblins, hobgoblins, or Red Jaw for that matter, he goes, "Okay, I'll try to keep it quiet, but please let us out."
Yeah, sure.
I'm
yes.
gonna go straight to investigating the room.
With that nat 1, Kitty, I mean, you just see a room.
Yeah.
Just see a room. Yeah.
Can I go
you just see
and
room.
look at the little dragony thing specifically?
So that you can. As you look at this little guy, I'll need you to roll a nature check. Either nature or history check to determine what kind of little creature this is.
He's a cute little guy.
With an 18, your sees on various dragon kind, of course, dragon layers and whatnot. This little creature doesn't seem to be at home. Because this little guy is not known for being evil of any sort. They're known for their benevolence more than anything else. Their kindness. And
Can I just look at it and assume that I already know what it is based on just looking at it? Because I already think I know what it is, being history buff or whatever you want me to roll. Because you're cutting out. I don't hear anything.
So and you'd also have to roll a history check if you're wondering what this thing is.
Can I just because I was just gonna tell her it was a pseudo dragon.
Do I?
It is a.
Do I know what it eats?
Pseudo dragons. So pseudo dragons, they'll eat anything that doesn't eat it, pretty much.
Can I give it like part of my rations or something? Give it a little food, like pet it.
You can.
You
can put your rations very close to the edge of the cage, and you see this long snoot kind of poke out, and it just goes. It's the food, and he goes.
Caldas is gonna come over here. Is there keys on the table?
As you're looking about this desk, looking about the room in general, we'll see with the. Hold on a second.
Well, like I was gonna ask
here.
this dude if maybe there was a key somewhere for the cage, or like if he like chained up as well.
Yeah, he's in a cage.
They're in a cage. They're both in cages.
Oh, they're both in cages. Okay,
Yes.
all right.
So actually, Caldes, you literally met the bar for the investigation check earlier.
Oh, cool.
So with your investigation check, as you're looking about the desk, you're looking through each of the drawers. You happen to find one drawer with 2 gold bars and key.
Okay, well I'm gonna put those. So the gold bars are like actual gold, right?
Correct, as far as you can tell.
He's gonna put those in his bag for now. Just put them in there. And then he's going to find the keys, and he'll be like, there we go. And he's gonna go over first to the little dragon first. And he's gonna look at him. He's gonna be like, magnificent, very magnificent. And he's gonna unlock.
Pseudo dragon would go.
He's gonna unlock. He's gonna put the key in the cage, and he's gonna be like, you don't belong here. It's about time you are freed. He's gonna open the cage, and then he's gonna put his as he's opening the cage, he's just gonna put his arm there for the dragon to crawl on if he wants.
The pseudo dragon, upon you freeing him, immediately slink his way. He's about the size of Mushu from Mulan.
Yeah.
He would go immediately, like you guys would see him slink his way up one of Caldez's legs, up onto his shoulder, and give his cheek like a little lick, like a little.
I wanted to cast Speak with Animals and talk to him, but okay.
I mean, you can still do that.
It's fine.
He just crawls up his leg onto your shoulder.
And then Caldes is gonna say, because you were talking to the gentleman. I don't have your guys' names around. I don't think. What's the dragon's name?
Aldian.
I wish I could see the name somewhere.
So
Are you talking to me or the little dragon?
Aldian, you were talking to this individual in front of you?
Yeah,
as well?
sorry. Are you
That's
talking
what I
to
meant to
me
say.
or did you mean
Yeah,
the?
sorry, Dragon Man, Aldian. I keep forgetting.
Yes,
your name.
Aldian is my character's
Okay.
name.
He's going to. Caldes is just gonna say, Aldian, here, and he's gonna toss the other key to you.
All right. Then I guess I'll go ahead and I'll unlock this cage, and I'm gonna, as I'm doing that, I'm gonna ask this person in front of us, like who he is, like.
Yes. So as you see him unlocking the cage, he's like, thank you very much, That, me and Yaren Garen have been waiting so long to get out of here. Thank you.
No problem.
Yaren Garen is his name.
Yaren Garen.
Could you type it in chat, please?
Yes, his name is Yara Garen, as stated right there. And the individual standing in front of you would also address himself, as he reaches out with his hand and gives you reaches out a little bit beyond your hand, like up your arm just a little bit, like gives you a Roman handshake. And
I
he
see.
says, "Thank you very much. My name is Garth Dengel. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am with the organization you may know of as Harpers.
The Harpers.
I was captured about a week ago. Some information, you see. We were organized by the High Harper, the new High Harper, since Janita has left. We're organized in order to hunt down these warlords, or at least hunt down their bases of operation, and study them, and relay information back to Baldur's Gate, as the Flaming Fists have been preoccupied with guarding the city, not preoccupied with guarding the roads, so they outsourced any aid to us. They're also looking into disappearance of the hero of Baldur's Gate.
Do you mean Gale?
No. The one who led others to victory.
Oh, Tav.
Tav. He says,
Got it.
I do not know this Tav. I do. Are you saying Tav in game, or are you saying?
I mean, that was their name, like within the Baldur's Gate lore, right? It was like your player character's name was like
So-
Tav.
As you utter that name, he goes, some people might refer to them such. Mainly because they forget so easily. I think you might be referring to the Knight Paladin named Yair.
Okay.
Yes. Been searching for him some time now. It's been nearly 7 months since he's disappeared. We believe that these warlords from the former cult of the Absolute may have had a hand in his disappearance. It appears that they are as lost as we are.
Okay. Well, we have some folks that are they're waiting out for us to kill Redjaw, and so if you want to go join them, then there's some folks that are hanging out in the tavern that's right down south of here, and then there are also some folks out in the main cave network. So if you want to go join up with them, it's completely safe now.
Gale might have something to tell you about your hero.
Also true. He's in the tavern.
Gale is here? Gale Decarios is here.
Yes.
Goodness. If Gale is here, then Redjaw must be more of a threat than we thought.
Not for long.
Redjaw... You do not understand, my friend. Redjaw is counted as the weakest of the warlords.
Okay.
Others, he pales in comparison to.
Is there any reason that Gale might have gotten himself captured on purpose?
So Gale, I will say this, Gale did mention it at the end of the last session.
He did say he got caught on purpose?
He got caught on purpose in order to try and get closer to the shard of the Crown of Karsus that he knows is here.
Then I redact that statement if I already knew. My apologies.
So Garth Dangil, he would thank you, he'd turn to the rest of the group and say, thank you. Thank you very much. I am grateful. I will speak with Gale first before I join the rest of this group.
Caldas is gonna grab his shoulder real quick and stop him before he goes. Hold on a minute. You said you needed the, you had a bunch of Harper's stuff, right?
And he said, well, I had a bunch of information on hand, but they took it from me.
No. Galdes is gonna sigh. Well, we were gonna maybe try to plan to sell these, but I suppose they're yours. And he's gonna look at Aldian. I think I said that right.
Yep.
And he's going to say, I suppose you can go ahead and give them to him.
All right. I'll hand him the paperwork then.
Just a side note, I need to get going as soon as possible. I've got to get to the pharmacy, so.
Yeah.
All right. So, Garth Dango would accept this, and he would tell the lot of you that if you wanted to potentially, if you adventurers were potentially wanting to join the Harpers, mention his name at the guild hall in Baldur's Gate. That would almost guarantee you entry.
Got it.
If you wish to join the Harpers at some point in time, and he would call Yaragaran to his side and leave the room.
Okay.
Did my investigation check also? Could I see anything? Did I see any like spells or anything within the bookcases at all?
No, what's inside the bookcases seem mostly just mundane books, just regular in-the-mill books.
Cool.
I am Powered Elk.
Caldes is gonna say, all right, then I suppose we should go to the next rooms.
Unless this is a good place to stop, since the next room that we have to unlock or get into is Redjaw's chamber.
I mean, it said Redjaw's bedroom.
Okay.
We aren't exactly. We still don't have we aren't gonna get to Redjaw today, I don't think, because we still don't have a coin to get to his chamber. And I mean, like, not to his like meeting room or whatever the heck. The other guy was talking with him, right?
I mean, you did happen to roll a 14 on your check, but was anybody else looking around the room? Potentially.
I did.
Yeah, Kitty did as well.
But she
Only
did a
Uh,
perception, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we need to do an
Did you
investigation
want
check.
perception instead of history? Oh, you want
Investigation.
investigation?
If you guys were looking over the room, then
Oh, okay.
yes.
Okay.
Perception is just you're looking at the room. Investigation is you're pilfering through the room.
I investigate again. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, I got a 16.
Okay.
With a 16, as you're looking about the room, you happen to scramble through some of these bookcases, and through side one of the books, you happen to sight a small chest that's sitting open, a small lockbox that is sitting wide open in front of you. As you look inside the lockbox, you happen to notice a token sitting inside with the face of a dragon skull.
Alright.
Out of curiosity, when I was opening the desk drawer, did I see this? I can't ping. It's not letting me ping. Hello, game. Did I see the one thing that looked like a safe, or was that the drawer I opened?
Drawer you opened.
Cool. All right, that was my questions.
All right, I'll take the coin, and I will share the information with the rest of the group, with the rest of the party that I have, that I found a coin, and that this should be what we were looking for.
All right. Then before we go, should we try to get Gale with us to see if he wants to try to help us fight the beast?
Correct. You could go down. Technically, you would, as you guys head down. Of course, people have already left. If you were to try and go down to the cafeteria area, you the way there, you happen to meet Gale standing right here, right beside the hallway with Grilla and Gabo.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get them up there. Fast as humanly possible. Right.
Okay. So Gale, he's gonna come to Gale and he's gonna say, "Well, I think that we might be heading out to fight the big boss man. Would you like to join us?"
And Gale says, "Well, after you lot gave me enough time to have something.
Empowered Elk, we are playing Dungeons and
myself,
Dragons.
I think I'd be more than obliged to help you."
Well, that's great. With you helping us, everything should go smoothly. All right, cool. Do we know, like, are we gonna, hang on. Aldian, do you want to check his room first? Do we know where the coin goes?
No, I think that we probably need to stop here, because Kitty's got to get going, and then also Hero also said that he had to get going as well. So we can pick that up in next session.
Yes.
See you guys then. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, well, I guess Celeste didn't miss the boss fight. Lol.
I did mention that this session we were just going to try to get to the boss encounter, which this, now having the token in hand, you would have access to the next chamber.
I'm gonna leave my guy over by this door because I wanted to check this place out, but unless, yeah, I'll just leave him over here.
Over by Red Jaw's door?
Yeah.
Bedroom door? So, just a little point of reference, you guys only had 4 keys, and you used all 4 keys, including the key that accessed cage doors.
Yeah, would my have key worked on this door?
You tried to use the key that you found in Red Jaw's room, no such luck.
Okay, so we don't have a key for it. That would make sense.
Not have a key for it.
That would make sense.
With
Okay,
that
so
being
we
in
are just
mind,
stuck. Yeah.
yes, with that being in mind, guys would having Gale with you to walk up to the front door, and if you were to wave the token in front of the door, is that the magic blocking you dissipate and the door would become unlocked. The statues wouldn't try to resist you on each side.
All right, then we can leave that for the next time then. I
Yep.
suppose.
Sounds good. All right. I'll
As everybody's gone.
yeah. I'll go ahead and I'll run my outro and whatnot.
For next weekend, and hopefully everybody can make it next weekend because it is dungeon boss time.
Mm-hmm.
It is
All right.
dungeon boss time.
Well, thanks
Right.
so much. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, sweet. And I'm gonna go ahead and close out my stream then.
Yeah, same.
So I will see y'all next week.
Indeed.
End. Alrighty, I'll see you, Crimson. See ya.
All right. Later, guys.
Aldian.
Yes. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to end. We're gonna raid on out of here. I'm gonna try and find. Let's see who we can raid. Who's currently going? Natharis is streaming.
This
Oh,
right
okay.
here is my favorite thing ever in the history
All
of
right.
forever.
Well, then
I think about this every day.
we'll raid
I think
into
about this
we'll raid
all
into
night long. I
Natharis.
stay awake, not
He's playing some
sleeping,
Monster
because I'm
Hunter
thinking
Wilds,
about
so all right, slash raid Natharis. Alrighty, thanks so much everybody for coming by, hanging out with me. Let me get the raid message set up. And for my followers, here we go. And Kitty's typing in the subscriber message, so copy and paste that and put it into Natharis' chat. I really appreciate you guys being here. V and Jackets, thanks so much for the raids. I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys have a blessed day, blessed evening, and I will see you all Monday. Bye, everybody.